Hello, and welcome to my channel. If you've not seen me before, my name is Lisa, but I can go by Liz or Lise, and I hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be. My streams, they're for more mature audiences, so please do keep that in mind as you watch this playthrough. Also, of course, too, if you're enjoying the content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and yeah, enjoy! Let's go ahead and jump into Hello Kitty Island Adventure today and see what has begun. Since again, it has been a couple of days again for me. And I'm hoping, though, that all will be revealed, all will be seen, all will be known. Maybe? It's debating, it's deciding, it's thinking. That it's nighttime, of course. That's it. At least we get a strawberry crate and get the outfit that I wanted. Let's go. So, speaking of that, and if you were curious, again, it's only a day and 10 hours away. That's what's counting down, but then these again were complete. This one, I wasn't planning on personally completing. I'm pretty much am okay with everything that I got, though of course if anything I would have worked towards getting the rest, but it's not that important to me and I've missed out on others anyways, so that's why I'm accepting my fate. Speaking of also accepting fate, I have fully figured out that my lovely patterns have been utterly destroyed, and that's all I can say. Let's actually go into the light. Yeah, my patterns are absolutely and ugly destroyed because I realized that a different pattern I was already, when looking back at videos, I was like, oh my gosh, I marked down the wrong one. Embarrassing, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to the end today, but just thought I'd call that out. Part 70 to 71 is where tragedy has struck. Oops. But man, never ever underestimate my ability to reuse colors, which again, that's also been seen elsewhere. So this is very fascinating to me. So it is very inconsistent with how it likes to collect things. I don't think this method is a good method. Like I feel like I see the pattern now a little bit better. So if I log in directly next to another day, I'll get the max of items. If I don't log in directly, that is right, I take 2 days, then it will just go to base numbers. That is for them to automatically collect the stuff, which I don't think is very good. And I wasn't sure about this. I felt confident before, but now I finally, I think, have figured out their pattern. So in theory, by my again playstyle, as I was saying before, it is probably better if I just ask them if I care about getting max. Now again, this is just my own trying to figure things out, but that's what I'm figuring. Because this is the second time that this has happened, after, of course, the initial 2 days that we already played. That is from Monday to Tuesday, at the time that I was streaming, to then not Wednesday and Thursday, and then coming back Friday. So that sucks. A little bit. Like, I don't see why they just don't cap it. Like, why should you be punished then to not log in the following day? So that means it is better to then just log in every day, though I still think you should be rewarded other ways by far, because then that's normally what you would see. Huh. That is the 15, right? Back in the day. But, that is fascinating. But speaking of other, fascinating things, still working on flowers. Batsamaru's bad day. He needs paper and he gives us paper. And then 1 leaf, 2 leaf. Put a flower in the seed dispenser. Choco Cat would like to have another frozen critter and take a photo with Tuxedo Sam. So very weird. Too bad though for also no one being here for us today. That is unfortunate. Now, I say this, and I know I'm accidentally maybe sort of collecting stuff, but how can I avoid them? There we go. Because I'm gonna go talk to this knoll, and then, for example, what I was saying, and this is how I can kind of deduce it, was that, yeah. So if I asked someone to pick up ribbon, this would theoretically be 2 versus 6. 6 again is the base. This is always 60, so it doesn't matter, like I always say. And then, as I said, these are at their cap as well, being at 150. And then this being... because I did collect them. So it makes sense for 24, but that is really unfortunate for the rest of the stuff. And then apples are 21. Yeah, I don't know what I really would want to do. If I mean, like, if I do want to capitalize like I was talking about, I need to talk to them. But let's be real, I don't like really talking to them because of the whole dialogue bit, but it's just better. That I do. Or at least have less, I guess you could say, collecting stuff, so that way I can talk to them. That would be also the play. I could do it that way. And then do what I used to do. Whoops. Awesome though. And just kind of go through the motions, I guess. Oh my gosh. Just missing out all on the phenomena. The phenomena. Dang. To not play every day. That's wild. Well, you learned something new though. I had it figured out, but didn't have the full story. And now that I have a fuller story... what to do? Oh, whoops. I'm all turned around. I don't know what I'm hoping for each time I do that, but I'll still do it. Who was I honestly expecting right now to be here? I don't really know, now that I think about it. It's okay, though. Such is life. But we do have something exciting, at least for today, and that is to not only, of course, still head to the waterways here, but also head to the sky of the clouds in particular, because we have stuff to do there. That, at least out of everything, minus things being collected, that, well, they still prosper, as they should. I don't know how I want to do this part though. I'm thinking about all of just what has been uncovered. I'm just kind of disappointed. I guess I'll just try. Jump. He's fine. And then it's same, like, I mean, I guess that is the same with the flowers too. Like, after a point with logging in, then they kind of just stop too. Because I was freaking out when they were out of sync over here before, and then turns out not. The joys of looking back at videos, huh? Because also, the flowers that are on top of this beautiful mess, what I thought was messed up was actually not messed up. It's exactly how it was. I don't know why it didn't stand out for me before. I guess the novelty of the flowers being here is what got me more so. But yeah, they were always on this beautiful straight line that I It's like, huh? I guess when they're in full bloom and I really see them, I'm like, huh. Why couldn't one be here? Oh, because of the rock. Makes sense. Basically it. Hi. Stare into our soul cinnamon roll. There. And then we'll do this. Oops. I feel like, because I'm just thinking it over. If it is the pattern that I'm thinking of, then honestly, if you haven't logged in for a bit in the day, you should be able to just have stuff around that you can collect. Even if you have them set to collect it, because I mean, who's to say that you're gonna get it all and it's just gonna go into the nether? So... I don't... Again, I just don't think people should be punished for not playing a game, and then also people shouldn't be punished by playing a lot of the game either. But I personally am not one to just jump in or want to jump in for the sake of jumping in. Just to do it. It just doesn't make too much sense to me. I was debating on which flowers I want to go to next. But I don't know what it's like to, of course, start playing this at the start or anything like that, though. So again, maybe all's fine. Maybe I'm just seeing things, or maybe things are not. Get those, why not? I guess nothing over there. I'm just gonna go do it this way. I should probably, I guess I'd collect these, you know, gotta be ahead of the season, as we are with the visitor cabins. I'm leaving those though. Water this for the music that we don't actually really listen to. Oh gosh, wrong one. Wrong way. Fully commit to the flowers. Oh, I should also go to the other bank. I love how you just stand there. But I do think you should probably go elsewhere, because it's a little busy here, I'm not gonna lie. These other areas feel very empty. Okay. Good. With that one lone flower that shouldn't be there. And then... Oh, nice. Let's go. We got another. Heck yeah, lime and white. Awesome. I wonder, given that these, since those are underwater, if they always have the possibility of being collected or not, versus the others here. Like they randomly will have their one day where they're not ready. Which I guess could be, honestly, just the next day. Haven't actually seen their true process, but what do I know? I just realized that there's a flower icon just like over here. Oh boy. But speaking of over here, let's go to the peak. But not actually to the peak. So we do need to go there to collect the critter. Oh, I guess, if we must. Yeah, I'm curious. Like, before I water them, right? But, like, those are always watered. Fascinating. Just thinking about it. Honestly, I don't remember actually everything I need to do, but I was like, I don't need you. But I got on the brain, even though we have the camera mode. Hello. You didn't scare me this time. I saw you on the map. I got my eyes on you. And then... this. This. And these. I don't want to water, apparently. If I just went around and collected them. Who knows? I mean, okay. Nothing more for the rest, just those, which is understandable of how technically it works, but I still think it's funny that I can plant them there. And then... oh, finally. You could say for that. Not that I was banking on the game to do it, just happened on its own. Yeah, I think that took care of it all. Totally can see. So then... I mean, if I miss one, it's fine. It will catch up. And then we'll do that. And then we'll make our way all the way over here. And see what's up with these flowers. How many? 12, I think still. Which is fine. Take that for the heck of it, and then this lone patch. Alrighty. And of course we're still not done. This one. I gotta remember that. Oh, okay. They're still working on it. Are these gonna be like forever away? And like, which one is even the first one? That's fine. I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's probably gonna be like the longest. I fertilized them and everything. But here we go. And I don't have the other one with me because I just cannot be bothered. But cool. I mean, that's probably the only reason why, again, I'll go ahead and just collect those because it's easy. But don't need to collect them all the time. Let's go to the false peak, I think. Although I should have switched. There we go. Easy. And then we'll go gazebo. And I do want to go to the top, but they're just so fun to collect. With him in tow. And we got this whole hibiscus patch, really. Had so much fertilizer before, by the way, and now so much less. Kinda crazy, but never doubt fertilizer, I guess. We're going. Of course, the other patch. Oh, it's too bad. I couldn't add the one. Why is it only those? I don't understand. Game, why? What are you trying to tell me? Tells me. That's what. Probably actually should have taken out one other, but we're just gonna live with it, and that's fine, because that's all we really can do. Even if I question those. Like, why are they going so wild? Oh well. Whatever. Disappointment. And this. Cool. I missed them, it's whatever. Besides, we have more important things that we really need, and I don't actually know what the cap is for them. Ugh. Water the knoll. Okay. Fair enough. Don't really know how this is working out, but it's working out all the same. Jumping is so hard. But rain did fall here. Alright. I still like to do this, I guess you could say. 136 because I still like to benefit. And it did have a little blip there. Though, how much, how many will it take to get her character hat, you know? These are the other kind of questions. Was that too much? I want that bookcase! Yeah. Heck yeah. I mean, again, that's what you kind of want to do to get it, so. I don't think I needed to move it again as much as I did. But I did it because it seemed off. Alright. Moving forward and onward. And all the good stuff. Sort of good stuff. I mean, it's not good at all. What do I even know? Get all that too, though. I guess we can collect them. Yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This time you kind of did throw me because I'm not paying attention. I was not looking at the minimap. I was looking at the stuff on the ground. If you want to call it the ground. That's so funny. Makes no fucking sense though. And that greenhouse, also excited to open it. It's just to not go in there at all. Yup. I mean, you know, when you really just don't need flowers to spawn. And I'm just not ready to set everything up, so whoops. There it is. Confidently hits the button. Yeah. I was supposed to hit it there. I felt like one was gonna be out here. I just thought it was gonna be closer. And yet I was still off. So it goes. But, you know, one day we'll go in there when I feel like it. When I feel like taking the plunge, taking the journey. I totally forgot to aim for the other thing. It's okay, you know, sometimes you don't aim for the things you want, and instead you just glide with everything else, and that's all you can really do in this game. Is just glide, glide, glide away. What was it? I can never select the right thing. Okay, it really was. I remembered seed versus not a seed. Why? I just hit A. Like, what? That's why. Wowzers. Sometimes. I just... I sigh the heaviest of sighs. Which is actually not really true. In fact, I probably sigh a lot for this game. Sorry. Oh, it's hard not to sometimes when you see disappointment right before your eyes. I'm disappointed at this patch because I know as soon as I start placing them, they're never gonna be where I want them. And I don't know if I can handle that. Like, if I can do it one at a time and know where it's gonna end up, I could probably do it. But that is very tedious. Like, why not just have it so that you could, like, hover the area like you're gonna plant a seed, but instead you choose which flower? I would rather have that tedium than, like, did I place it? Is that really where it's gonna go? But yeah, I get it. It's easier. It's always about the easier sometimes, less about the actual practicality of actually wanting to place what you want to place. Right? Me and my perfectionism! That I totally, absolutely have, because clearly all these patches are executed exactly how I want them to be. Don't let the random spawn flowers tell you otherwise. I need to work on this patch as well, of flowers. I'm thinking, is like this one I want to take out, or is it that one I want to take out? Doesn't even matter what I take out. It never does. I'm out here just randomly hoping for magic to happen, really, because... Oh, I read what she said, but it felt like a word definition kind of explanation where it was just like... Honestly, again, visuals would have been really, really nice. Or if there was a quest line, I know this might annoy some players, to be fair, sure. But, you know, instead of me having to result in using just the internet, that they would step by step take you through it, because I think that'd be more engaging and more fun. Even if they had to make it annoying, I mean, whatever, you know, come back tomorrow, blah, 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 blah. But maybe they don't need to make it that annoying. But just to be more involved and to have her actually just walk you through the steps, because otherwise, that was a whole lot of hoopla that I'm just like... My brain wants to visually see what you're telling me right now, Wish Me Mel. Not like, so then you take this flower, and then you put that flower next to this flower. And then if you have this flower, it's really that you need to put this flower next to that flower, instead of this flower that's next to that flower. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think you did. Oh, right. I did plant those, so nothing really has happened. I totally forgot. The whoopsies. I did not mean to do that. Wow. I also totally forgot that was an option. Would you like to upheaval everything that you have out? No? Question mark. Water this one. And then time to go. It's time to dip. It's time to dance. Again, my bad for leaving that one up there. Not that it's the end of the world, because I don't really need them either. But with that, then just one more go, and we should finally be done, and that should finally leave me alone, one could say. It's always a little annoying to see it. Just, do you dare? Like, you just do it all the time. It's just a weird way to phrase it. But at least more flowers. And of course, we're missing some flowers. Not that it would have pushed us to the point, but we are missing some. That will be added to the mix, and hopefully we'll get something from them. I find them to be the most interesting at this point in time, planted. But I always don't know how to get to you because I always go the other way. But I guess we gotta do this. And it even knows. It's like, I'm here. Hi. There are the 3 that I'm gonna get back. Let's hang. Because oh, I gotta make more things and stuff. Ooh. But like oh yeah, and then I forgot to give one day. Shock. That makes no sense. One more time with her too? Damn. It's tough out here. Steamy in the spooky swamp. Oh well. Okay. How do I also want to do this photo business? I don't actually know. I'm also kind of curious of something my brain just thought of. Oops. Damn. And last but not least. One day. How many people are actually, that is characters, sorry. Everyone. Everyone is. That's the answer. There's not just one, there's only all. That's so funny. I had to know. But of course it's not it, because that meant that I really wasn't where I was supposed to be. Which of course was to be with Tuxedo-san. And unfortunately, it wasn't more in the back, less so in the front. And actually, right, I totally... you know what? Don't worry about my mistake. Don't even worry about it. How? There we go. Ah, well done. You have managed an impeccable eye for those things. Impeccable. I got there. Perhaps we should hold a fashion show. We did. You 15-5 friendship charm dropping. I just... Sorry. I didn't even benefit. How were you closer? Where was I standing? I don't know. Why don't I just do it this way? It was gonna be so much easier. I'm mad. I'm so bad I'm leaving. I'm taking actually him with me because I actually do need him. Wow, though. It's just like sometimes when I'm talk to them in there and other times. Oh. I'm just talking all the time to the wrong people. But whatever. She got to be a companion for a little while. That's fun, I guess. Let's do this. Just debating if I want, like, anything else. Like, don't really need it. It is interesting to see, though, where things line up in the way of items from this friendship event. That is what's here, and then what's actually in the special one, if you will. I did give it to a Null. I did. And then these. What a guy. Peach. Can you tell? Rose red elegant dress. Spring striped tee. Shirt, and that's it. Okay. Was waiting to see the double, but alas. So then, speaking of double. There we go. Okay, that is not white at all. But whatever. Again, would be really nice if things were allowed for that, but whatever. My brain just has a hard time remembering. I guess the white it is. I mean, I could always just do it and then... But rather not. Alright. And that does it there, of course. The other little visit was over here. And then we do this. So of course, now this is here. Because you did the thing! Wrong button. Didn't want it, and then I did use 2 of those in the spot. Thank you. Let's do this. That's right. That's what I'm talking about, buddy. Just do those. Always want to hit it, and I don't know why. My brain is like, no, just hit it. It's the wrong button. Do that, and we'll just leave it at that. Alright. Then I think, honestly, minus us changing, that's it. Because, of course, it was only that, and then I will be missing out on these 2. Again, it's really whatever. To me, personally. But I hope that if you were one that was going after them, that you were able to get them. That is to also feel complete as well with getting, sorry, 10 more of the friendship charms if you needed them, or anything else that you needed to exchange, trade for. But Of course, really what's coming up is the Scholastic Celebration Part 1, and then of course Part 2 will happen eventually, but I am curious about that one. Curious as to what they are going to add, and curious about what the story is going to be, which I have a feeling I know who's going to be behind said story, though. The sound. The story here. So, as I mentioned, been going through past videos, and boy, man, I have made a grave error in my color choices. Whoopsies. Yeah, I'm terrible at paying attention also for which shade goes for which part on the character, also depending on what pattern that you may have chosen for yours. It could be entirely different, but this is one that I crossed off thinking I was, but I wasn't. I got these two confused, which was my fear, but this makes a lot more sense, and that's what I was kind of like looking at. I'm like, wait, that one is there, that one is there, and then that one's there, which means, oh, this one has to be the white base, and yeah, so my bad. But now I'm amending that, so then in theory I've been both, but again, I said I was possible that I made the mistake, and I've already made it more than once, so it's all good though. And again, too, who knows what colors I'll be again for a while, depending on, though, if they're going to add any more palettes. That is the other question. Don't always go the right way when it comes to this, because I forget that the order is all weird. Did I? There it is. Should I get it really early on? And the answer was yes, I did get it really early on. We're gonna be this little number there. And then, sorry, we're gonna keep that one as we are. And because then if it was white anyways, it wouldn't be that. Which is funny to say, but it's true. I kind of wish also that they would have a white version of the wings. That it would be just like a lighter gray than these. Pretty much. I think it would be more of the white showing. But that's how we're gonna rock for next time. Again, my bad. I should have known. And then of course for the little cat that chills down here, it was one of the very beginning ones, so that's how long ago it was, and gosh knows how many parts that back was at this point, because we are gonna be around 80 something for this one, and right around the corner, certainly enough, we're definitely gonna get to 100. And I even, again, right, I combined it some days, but even still, we are pumping through, putting out so much. At least that is my attempt and goal too. But I will let them be free. I don't need to do this. In fact, why just not just keep them? But I just like letting them go back to doing what they do best and not having them feel like they're trapped with me. I guess you could say. But with that though, that pretty much does it. I didn't do anything for my melody. It didn't feel like it, so we're basically, again, just waiting on visitors, which, wow, we are now at a dry point with visitors at the moment, which really sucks, honestly. And with that too, it's just kind of like, well, if they're traveling until this time, what the heck, man? Like, is it because I didn't log in? Okay, then. But it'd be nice, of course, to have them drop by and not feel bombarded by so many, but alas, maybe it's also a good thing. Though, with that as well, being bombarded by the items that could be, unfortunately, is what seems to be, again, with my low testing of the amount of days that I go in, not worth it unless I log in every day, apparently. That is honestly the true thing. Otherwise, by, again, my playstyle, it really just doesn't cut it whatsoever, which again, really sucks to fully see the cycle go through, but I mean, oh well. I obviously didn't go to the Island Spirit, or if you skipped through the video, I did not go, and I'm just gonna leave them. It's fine. It's not the end of the world, but it is interesting that they decided to do it this way. I think that if you're not gonna log in every day, or if you can't log in every day, they should cap, versus if you're gonna log in every day, then they should give you the amount that would be on that one day. Then that also still sucks, but you know what? If that's the pattern already, like, right, if I already have it so that less of them look out for the stuff, then I'm gonna be able to capitalize on the other stuff. So it's that give and take on, do you want to collect all the items or don't you? Which it's just probably even easier if I really also want to do it this way, right? Is like not to have them automatically collect and then just keep on going to the Island Spirit and then asking after the end, right, of a day to be like, hey, get them to collect all this, which also makes some sense too. Of course, given that if I really desperately, oh my bad, needed something, right, there is still the option that I have, because I only did it the amount of times that I needed to, but to of course reset, and honestly of course reset this way. That way of course you can give it to us as well, but again, it's probably not the most exciting thing personally, and well, I'm okay for her to hold on to it till the end of time. That's fine by me, but still a little disappointing. Again, reworked is still probably the best thing, but will it have been reworked? Who knows? Because, of course, with the wrong button, there we go, with the correct button now. With the time counting down for the Friendship Festival, what will in turn be for our scholastic geniuses out and about? Who is going to be involved as well when we have the discussion of being guess gathered somewhere together, probably maybe near the stand, in order to of course trade what also exactly will we be collecting on the resort for, you know, all the nice fun school things and such. And more importantly, who will come by again, because it's been a little quiet in the visitor front. I guess only time will tell, but that will be next time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, once again, my name is Lisa, but I can go by Lister Lise, and I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be.